Hi everybody, and welcome back to a new video. This is Thursday. So today's video will be all about the new DJI Phantom 3 Standard Edition that I bought. So this is the review. I did not do a unboxing. Simple reason is there's been so many unboxings of the DJI Phantom 3 Standard that I didn't want to do that over again. There's so many of them out there that it seemed kind of useless to do that. So I'm just going to do my own review of the Phantom. So before we get started, just a couple of really quick things I wanted to go over. So number one, the drone giveaway update. The winner, Ladon Quartet, however you say the person's name, they have not contacted me yet to let me know their address and information. So if they don't contact me by Sunday, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, then I will go ahead and I will pick another random person. I'm not going to do another live stream. I actually got my other laptop here and got it all updated, and it's working good. So the next time I do a live stream, you guys will actually be able to hear me. So again, if they don't contact me by Sunday, I'm just going to go ahead. I've already got the names all saved from the last drawing, and I'll just input them back into the same program that I used before, and I will just pick another random person, and then I will announce that for you guys. So we'll see if they contact me. If they don't, then the next person gets it. Second, I had a couple of people ask me, am I going to still do videos and updates and things like that for the ProMark drone? And yes, of course. I love my ProMark drone. It's a great beginner drone. It's awesome. Of course, it's nothing on the scale of a DJI, which I told you guys in the beginning, from the very start, that's what my ultimate goal was to end up getting a DJI. It just so happened I was able to save the money and get to it a little bit quicker than I would have. So anyway, just happy to see that. So yes, I will still be doing videos for the ProMark, and I'll still be doing modifications. I planned on doing the motor upgrade this week, but obviously my savings are a little depleted now because of the Phantom. Which, I'm okay with that. So I will get some more, when I get paid again, I'll get some motors and try and do some mods for you guys, some more videos. So today's just going to be just a real basic review. I'll try and do another video of just the app that you use for DJI, because there's so much to go over. The review could take a couple of hours easy. There's just so many features and things you can do with this drone. It's absolutely insane. So anyway, without further ado, here we go. Let's do the review again of the DJI Phantom 3 Standard. So here is the drone that I purchased. That's the front. There's the camera and the gimbal underneath. Okay. And got a dog hair. And there's a side view. The other side view. The back, there's the Flight Intelligent battery. Here's a top view. Here's the motors. These are the brushless motors, and they are quiet, and this thing flies very, very smooth. You guys see in the video, and it's absolutely gorgeous video that this thing takes. This thing, obviously, with the battery in it, it weighs a lot more than the ProMark drone. It probably, I don't know what the exact weight is. I'll have to look it up. With the battery and the gimbal and everything included, it feels like it's about probably a good pound, maybe a couple pounds, I think. With the battery out, obviously, it's a little bit more lightweight. So I'll take the battery out so you guys can see that. So this is the battery. It's a 4,480 milliamp, 15.2 volt LiPo battery. So, and you can do that, and it'll flash and show you how much you have. Obviously, it's low. It's got like 27%. The app told me it comes on and it'll let you know when the battery is low, and then the lights will flash like red in the back. So, and here's the actual controller, or the remote for the DJI. This is where your phone sits, right up here. On the newer, like the Phantom 4, it's got like a bracket where you can actually put your tablet. I'm gonna buy a tablet holder for my Samsung tab, just so I can get a bigger view. Or I might just get one of those like little Apple Minis and see how those work. This is the antenna up here, so you can lay it down like that. And this thing, it actually it screws on right here. You can kind of see, and it pivots on this bracket back here, so that way when you pack it away, you can just kind of put it back behind. That way it's nice and compact, and then when you're ready to use it, you just spin it around in whatever direction you want. These are the toggle switches. I'm still learning what everything does. I know this toggle switch over here, the S1, you want it all the way up. That is for the GPS mode. If it's off or in the middle, that means that the GPS is not locked on to the remote. This side, forget. I've got to learn. Like I said, I'm still learning everything about this drone. It's got a ton of features and everything like that. It's got your standard throttle up, throttle down. This is actually really cool. It is obviously an auto hover. It's got GPS lock. And it's kind of really cool. I don't know if you've ever seen these remotes before or held one before, but when you're actually coming down and you're getting ready to land, if you want to turn off the motors, you actually hold this down and watch. It's kind of cool. When you push it all the way down, you kind of hear it click. So it kind of clicks and it actually holds into position there, and that's actually what holds the motors down. So you can start the drone two ways. You can start the drone up to fly either in the app, or you can actually start it by doing this. It's really simple. So you can just hold both of the controllers down, or both of the throttles down, so it's down and in. And what happens is the motors, they won't start right away like the ProMark. They go bzzz, and then it goes bzzz, bzzz, and then it goes bzzz, like that. And then the app will actually come on. She almost sounds like Siri from like the phone, but she's not Siri. I'm sure it's somebody else that did the voice. But so when it first goes up, she will say, motors are on, you're clear for takeoff, and then it'll kind of hover for about 3 feet. And then after about, I'd say 20-30 seconds, a new home position will be calculated, and she'll say your new home position has been calculated and you are ready for flying. And that's just so if at any time the drone loses connection to the controller, it'll automatically return to home to that position. If any time for some reason you go too far out and the drone loses connection, or it's gone past its ability, it'll automatically return to home. So it's got a bunch of fail safes in there, which is really, really cool. So, and then on the side here, this is the actual camera adjuster. When I first got it, I thought, when I wasn't sure because I've never used a Phantom before, I thought this was kind of like a wheel that turned, but you can actually see it's not a wheel. So when you let go, see, it kind of returns back to the middle. So you kind of like hold it down a little bit and adjust it. So that took a little bit of getting used to. It's it's not too bad. It's good. And then right here in the middle, this is for like a neck lanyard. If you want, you can pop it in there, and then that way you can put it over, and then you can hold it so that way you don't drop the controller. This obviously weighs a little bit more. It's got the internal battery inside here, so you don't have to switch it out. And on the bottom here, that's the charging port. It's just a standard Android mini USB is what it uses. So that's kind of cool. When you turn it on, it does like a little beep 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 beep. I'll show you here. So it does that, and it kind of shows you. I had it fully charged, obviously, but it'll go down. Once it gets down to about 1, it'll start flashing red. Really, this stays red in the beginning, and then once you connect it to the copter and it talks to the copter, that light there will turn green. And that means that the remote is talking to the actual copter. So I'll turn on the DJI Phantom here in just a second, and I'll kind of show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like in the back there. And the battery on these guys can only go in one way. So if you look on the side, that's your charging port. So it goes right here on this side. So what you got to do is you just, it's really easy. You just put it in there and you just go until you hear a click like that. And then kind of give it a little tug. And then so if you want to check the status of the battery to see how much juice you've got left, it's low right now. It's at 27%. So you just hit it once and it'll flash like that. And it'll show you only have so much. And the app will actually, it'll tell you too when your battery is low. And then to actually turn on the drone, I'll show you guys here in just a second. So what you do is you hit this once and then again, and you hold for 2 seconds. This will go all the way across, and then the drone here you'll see in a second it'll go doo 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 like that. And then when you have the props on, the props will kind of go like that, and the gimbal, or not the gimbal, the well, yeah, I guess the camera and the gimbal will actually do a self-test. So here, I'll turn it on for you guys so you can actually see what happens. So hold on. So I'm going to hit it once and then hold it. There it goes. And then the lights come on. You can see. And it kind of beeps for a second like that until you turn the controller on. And then you can see I just turned on the controller. So once it does that, it will stop making that funky little noise. But you can see the camera kind of, even when it's not in the air, the gimbal stays clear. It's a pretty amazing gimbal. Okay, there it goes. The remote connected. So I'll show you guys here. So you can see it still flashes just to let you know where you're at, but you can see this changed from a red to a green, so that way you can tell here that the remote is actually connected to the drone itself. And then again, when it first starts up, you can kind of barely see right here, there's a little green light. And so here's the stabilizer and then the gimbal underneath. And then I don't know if you guys can see it, but right here on this leg right here, that's the actual antenna that kind of talks to the actual remote. And then on the side here, there's another USB port. That's for, it does two things. It does firmware updates, and actually, I just found this out. It's a cool little trick. You can actually pull your videos directly off of the camera without having to pull the SD card off of there. And the SD card, I'm going to turn this off because I don't want to. And to turn off the battery, it's the same way. You just hit once and then hold for 2 seconds until the lights go away, and then everything turns off. So the SD card just sits right in there. Like I said, I didn't want to fight the gimbal when it was powered on. So it's like I said, it's a pretty awesome drone. I'm very happy with it. It's so solid, guys. If you can afford to do an upgrade, save your money and definitely get the DJI. Nothing wrong with the Pro Mark. It's an awesome drone, but so the Pro Mark, I kind of say like the Pro Mark is like the Cadillac, and then the DJI is more like your Porsche. Hold on a second, my voice is getting dry. I'm gonna take a drink here. It's my wife's cup. All right, I'm gonna turn off the controller. So what you get with the drone? So here's the gimbal lock. This actually, so the camera kind of sits here. This kind of just sits in front of it and holds the gimbal straight. And this is the lens cover that comes on top of it. So I don't use this all the time. I bought this little gimbal holder. This goes over the lens, and then this just kind of snaps on top of the gimbal. I'll show you guys here. And it's kind of just a easier, more convenient way. So it just goes like this. Kind of hard to do when I'm talking to you guys, but just like that. And then it snaps right up on top here, like that. So kind of, it keeps it snug. It's a little bit easier to take on and off. If I'm going to do any like serious like traveling, I'll use the actual gimbal lock, and so that way it stays in place. So what you get with the drone, out of the box, you get the charging cable, and this is how you charge the actual remote. And you can plug this into the computer. It's just a standard USB, a standard micro USB, and this is also the way you can transfer the data off of the camera or do your firmware updates. So that's the way you can do that. This is the charger. So it's a pretty nifty charger. It's got two pieces. So this is the cord that just plugs into your wall, and then that plugs into right here, and you can see it says DJI on there. And then this is the actual part that you connect to the battery. It's right here, and the way you do that, let me pull the battery and I'll show you guys, because I had to read the manual because I had no idea how to do it. So the way you charge the battery is right here on the side. There's these two little holes. So on the connector, there's a little like thing you flip up right there. Okay, and it shows that. And then that just plugs directly onto, if I can get it, there we go. Got to move that back a little bit, and then you just push it down, and then that charges your actual battery. And then while it's charging, the lights will flash and go across. So if it's down to 1, obviously like it is now, it'll flash the 1, and then as it gets higher, it'll go to 2, then 3, then 4, and it'll completely, and the little light will stay on too as well. When it's done, it'll stop flashing. So I'll take this off real quick, and I'll set my battery aside here. Let's see what else comes with it. You get extra stabilizers, stabilizer locks. You get this little tool. You get extra little landing gear pads. This is to put on your actual props. So you just put this guy around here like that, and then you can hold it. But I haven't had to use it. You guys have probably seen a lot of videos, and it is extremely easy to put these props on and off. It takes like no time at all. And then you get a set of props, and then you get an extra set of props in this cool little DJI bag, so they don't get like all banged up or anything like that. And these props are actually like made of like really cool, like really nice, strong plastic. And so you get 4 of these. So kind of like the Pro Mark on the top of each prop, each one is labeled with an A and a B. So there's 2 B's and there's 2 A's. So on the top of the DJI, there's 2 different colors. There's a silver and there's a black, and those coordinate to on top of the drone here. I'll bring it in close for you so you can see that one is a black, and you can see that one is a silver. So I'll show you how to install the prop real quick here. It's really simple. Let me get the battery out of the way. I set this down. So I'll get a black. So the way you do it is so on the top of the propeller here, on top of the motor, it shows you which way, the direction that the propeller will spin. So the way you put this on is you install it the opposite way. So this one is going to spin this way. So I'm actually going to go like this, and all you have to do is do that until it kind of goes down. You'll feel it. It'll kind of like butt up, and then I just hold the motor with my hand like this, and then just kind of give it a quick little tight, and that's it. And then it's connected. It's that easy. And then to disconnect it, and these will actually automatically start tightening as the drone spins up. And then to disconnect it, it's really easy. I just hold the motor with my hand like this again, and then you'll feel it just like that kind of loosen up, and then just take it off. And it's literally that easy. It takes like no time at all to put the props on and off. All right, there we go. I got you guys again. All right, so that's kind of my basic review of the DJI Phantom, just the drone alone. I'll do another video of the app because there's so many things to go over in the app. Like I said, I could go another hour just showing you guys that. So let's see. I'm trying to think what else. We went over the propellers, everything. So yeah, that's basically it. So what we'll do now is we'll pause, and then in a few minutes I'll take it outside to one of the local parks, and then we'll go ahead and fire this bad boy up. I've got to charge the battery, so it takes about an hour to an hour and a half to charge one battery. So I only have one battery right now. I'm going to get more batteries. You can buy them on Amazon, but I've heard mixed stories of stuff you buy on Amazon, so I might just buy it directly from DJI. Batteries are about $150 a pop, so they are pretty expensive. But this battery, this will give you 25 minutes of flight time. So compared to the ProMark, where you get about 12 to 13 minutes, about double the time with this guy. And like you saw in the video, I had it up at about 200 feet, and it was rock steady. I mean, it didn't lose connection or anything like that. The only thing I had problem with is that my phone was kind of skipping a little bit, and it wasn't the drone that was doing that. That was my phone, because my phone's Wi-Fi, I guess, is kind of weak, and it was trying to transmit in 2.7K. So that's probably the reason. It was just the resolution was so high, my phone couldn't handle it. So hold on a few minutes here, guys. Like I said, I'm going to pause. I'm going to go ahead and charge up the battery. I'll charge up the remote again just because I like to make sure it's nice and good to go. I'll charge my phone too. Always make sure that your phone is probably at least 80% or more, because that DJI Go app, it does pull quite a bit of juice from it. So hold on, guys. We'll take it out to the park, and we'll show you a quick flight demonstration of the drone. And I'll be right back. Thanks, guys. Hi, guys, and welcome back. So I got the battery all charged up earlier, and got the drone all packed up, and we're here at the park. So I'm going to real quick go into my bag over here. I'm going to put the propellers on. We'll get the drone ready, and then we'll fire it up and take it up in the sky. So hold on just 1 second. Alright, guys, so I'm going to show you how to calibrate the copter. So basically when it first opens, it shows the aircraft status. It shows the calibrate normal right now, but I'm going to go ahead and calibrate it anyway. So just hit calibrate, and it'll say calibrate compass, ensure there's no magnets or metal objects near. So I will click OK, and then it will show me a little picture of which way to spin. So I'm going to go this way. Keep spinning. There we go. Okay, and then once it goes, then we're going to hold it this way, and I'm going to spin around again, and I'm done calibrating. Okay, it's done. Okay, we'll give it a second here to reconnect. Okay, so it's telling me my new home point has been created, and to check it on the map. So I'm going to check that real quick before I take off here. And looks good. So, all right, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take off, guys. Watch out. we'll say take off. So we've actually got a little bit of a headwind right now. And I've got 9 GPS satellites aloft at the moment. So I am fighting a wind coming out of the north to south. So we'll turn the drone and we'll fly this way. There you go, see it's nice and steady now. It's drifting a little bit, but again, that is because we are fighting some wind. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera on the drone here. Start a recording. We'll take her up. I'm sitting at about a height of about 94 feet at the moment, and you can see it's staying rock steady. So let's go up a little higher. Again, the wind is probably worse up there where the actual drone is. Okay, I'm at 136 feet right now, and I'm at a distance away from me of 105 feet, it says. I've got a full battery. Let's go up higher. I'm at 150. I'm about 160 feet right now. So we're doing good. So we'll kind of take it and fly it. Spin it around here. Come back towards me. And what's really cool about this is it shows you a little GPS map where your drone is located on the map, which is really cool. And you can see it just stays absolutely rock steady. Even with that headwind up there, it actually stays a little bit more steady up there, higher, than it does down here. It's fighting the wind a little bit, but as you can see right now, look, I am not holding my hands on the controller at all, and that thing is staying completely steady up in the air. So, oh, we got a seagull here. Let's see if we can get him on film if he wants to say hi. Sorry if you can't really see the drone up there in the air. We'll go and bring it down a little bit so you guys can see it in the film. Bring it closer. You can see it's, like I said, rock steady, and this thing is solid. We'll spin around here, and I'll say hello to myself. It is cold out here, guys. It's really super cold, so we're trying to get this film footage in as quick as we can. But you can see I'm not holding anything, and saying hi to myself, hi to the drone. So we'll spin it around, take it for a little flight downhill here. That's the wind that kind of kicked up again. We got a headwind here. But it's super fast. You can see it's coming back right now. And that camera is just saying absolutely rock solid. So I'll pan it down a little bit so you guys can kind of see. Let's go up higher. Let's get up to about 200 feet up in the air here. And you can see this thing just takes off like a frickin' rocket. It's got an absolute wonderful climb. We're at 125, 150 feet, 168, 170, 183. All right, I am at 198 feet. Let's go a little bit higher. Let's make it 202 feet. There we go. And you can see 202 feet, we are rock solid. Absolutely rock solid. So, and I'll do a little spin here. You can see the whole city. Spin around some more to see some more of the city. I'm gonna bring it down because we got some headwind coming in here, guys, and it's getting really, really cold. So bring it in. Just be careful when you're coming down. There's a thing called a circle of death. It's a vortex ring that goes around the quadcopters that can make it unstable. The air pressure builds up below it, so just come down really, really, really slow. You kind of see how it kind of wobbled there for a second. That's that ring of death I was talking about. So we'll bring it down. All right, yeah, we got a lot of wind. It just started kicking up. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stop the recording. And then I'm going to go ahead and tell it to land. So there's two options to land. I can land it by myself, or I can tell it to land. So I'm going to hit the land button. And it's going to say aircraft will land with its current location. Check landing is clear. So we'll click OK. And it'll say landing. And you'll hear a series of beeps. And you're going to see it's going to automatically just land, and it'll shut the motors off by itself, and it's all set to go. So and that's it, guys. So I'm gonna go pack up. We'll go back to the house. We'll finish up this review, and we'll see you guys in a few minutes. All right, guys, so I'm back at the house here, got everything packed up. So I hope you enjoyed the review earlier and the flight of the DJI Phantom 3 Standard. I'm really enjoying this drone a lot. So if you guys, I highly recommend it. You know, like I said, the ProMark is a great drone, and I'm going to keep doing videos. I'm going to keep doing modifications on the ProMark. I'll probably start doing a little bit more with the DJI, you know, just for filming purposes, just because it is so much clearer. But I hope you guys like the review there. So if you like it, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you really like the video, hit the subscribe button down at the bottom there. Next to the subscribe button, you're going to notice a little bell. If you hit that bell, that's going to let you guys know when I have new videos that are available for you guys to view. Typically, my videos come out on Thursdays and Fridays, and sometimes on the weekends if I do have some extra time. Tomorrow, I'll be working on a new video. Like I said, just going through the DJI app itself. There's a lot to go through. So I'll try and do a separate video on that for you guys tomorrow. If you want me to do any kind of certain videos, tutorials, if there's something you want to know, anything you guys can think of that I haven't covered that you're curious about or you want to know more, or if there's a video that you want me to do for the ProMark drone or something else, just leave it in the comments for me. And I will look those over, and I'll try and accommodate everybody as I can. So thank you very much for all the subscribers. Thank you for everybody that watches the videos. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. And I hope you guys have a good Thursday. And we will see you guys tomorrow coming up with a new video. And I'll go over kind of the basics of the DJI Go app and how it works. And remember, guys, to keep your drones in the air and flying high. And I'll see you guys next time on the next video.